Do you want to know which trending October niches would bring you good money this season? And you know that we're really close to Christmas things. We have to be ready, but no matter what, those trends are not containing just those huge holidays. And we are today talking about first with fire pop short. So who are those fire pops? Obviously, those are mainly dogs who are helping firefighters. And that niche would be somewhat weird, somewhat difficult to understand, but you see that we do have very little results, which really means if you're looking for a trendy niche, which could be both evergreen too, not in October, throughout the year, and you know how to work with such small niches, here you go. Dalmatian National Fire Pub, that is it. You see that this seller really understood the assignment, and that is what those pictures and designs by its core should look like. You see, a Dalmatian in a casket, and even more Dalmatian, so as we understand that primarily those dogs breed is this one. And we do have a whole phrase you see here, National Fire Pub Day October, so you can literally upload a couple of different variations of tags, of titles, of the whole idea of the design, and that would be perfect. Let's talk also quickly about one more type of an animal, and we do have a day in October dedicated to raccoons. I think that there are two types of people. First ones would love this animal. I consider myself the second one. I don't like someone who would steal my stuff or my food, so I don't like such type of animals. But you see, 3,000 results, which really means the niche is kind of big. And you see, stay trashy. This what I was talking about. Those animals, they would create a mess. From this part, that is what you should understand about this niche, about people expecting the very understandable jokes. And that is great because, being just cutesy, being just admiring someone or something isn't enough to leave this world. So those mess animals are there. You see, vintage raccoon cowboy. I mean, great. First of all, I'm a delight. I'm not sure that is what it should be, but you see, that is the whole joke. Team trash. You see, Halloween raccoons, why not? Raccoon whisperer, great. Raccoons, let's do crimes. That is what I was talking about. That is the whole vibe of this niche. And when you thought that we would talk just about those boring niches, we are talking about one more boring niche too. Although that is trending in October, 60,000 of results, you understand that you really need to niche down, and that vegetarian keyword is something hard to break in. I get you often ask me, Lucy, how to win this game. Yes, it could be luck, but I can guarantee you that is luck. Maybe you've used the keywords which could bring your shop banned, so I'm not counting on pure luck because often this really means that we're doing something shady on the gray zone, and that is not good. First and foremost, here you really need to breathe in, breathe out, and understand this niche. For lots of nationalities, the majority of Indian people, that would be even no question how to understand this niche. So if you watch from India, you'll see that you understand everything about this niche. And if you really want to break into this niche, you just have to head out with your people, with your friends who are vegetarians, maybe vegans, and understand their needs, their jokes, how do they live, and that would be a key factor for you to succeed. If it's hard, that means it's really good. Why? Because the harder the roads, the better our results. And we do have a day in October, of course, about ADHD. I've heard that ADHD is considered as a spectrum of autism. Probably you will see those combining keywords and ADHD t-shirts in the autism or Asperger niche. So that is up to you how to consider this niche. And like you see this ACDC thing in ADHD. So it is fun. If you are using the font you bought, don't use just regular font, especially if they are not saying yes for you to use these for selling your products. So ADHD to roll for concentration and a little bit of gloomy cats. Hold on, I'm overstimulated. And you see here, we do have a combination of keywords ADHD and autism meme, so that what we were talking about. I mean, you all also ask me, like, Lucy, why we are not talking about BSRs, why we are not talking about numbers, why we're not using software. My point of view is this is just one of the strategies to use any physical evidence. But if you just fill the niche, if you understand what was 1 year before, what was a couple years before, and is still trying to work with the niche, maybe it would work more for big niches like Private, vegetarian, you'll see those patterns. You'll get someplace on your computer where would you store designs which you inspired of prior years, designs you've heard of, or even the exact titles. And then you will not even need any software, because yes, those are hundreds and thousands of niches, but within the exact niche, you'll see that not that much of a theme is changing year to year. So, I mean, those are just different strategies. And that last niche for today, that is country music. You see a lot of brands there, not only Western country music here, our friends, our colleagues. What's important when you are doing such weird niches, you see lots of brands, lots of things are going on. Please, please, please don't use any singers' names. Don't use any brands. This could seem like easy thing to do, but just don't do this. And of course, don't use any parts of the songs. I mean, maybe that could be just a great song sometimes. Those people are very, very angry if someone is trying to use their stuff in their advantage. So be sure that they are monitoring everything. That is a hard thing, you see. This one, Smooth Tennessee Whiskey. This is old, based on country music. Blame it all on my roots, and you see these shoes. So the niche isn't that easy. Probably the word funny would make the difference. Probably other blending niches, but make sure that you understand that country music concerts, they are happening throughout the year. So yes, this is trending in October, but you'll get your chances not only this month. And if you want to talk a little bit more about evergreen niches or even about more trendy niches, join me in the next videos.